Hello and welcome to your reading. It's me, Art, channeling messages for the collective and ordained unions and whatever I pick up on, okay? Infinite gratitude for any and all messages from Spirit, any and all messages from the Divine. Thank you in advance. Thank you all the time, infinitely, for everything. Channel message before we even get into the cards. Minor irritations, minor frustrations, but you're still grateful. Like, very, very grateful. And that's why I started the reading out like infinite gratitude, because despite the minor irritations, hiccups, whatever, you're still very infinitely grateful. Somebody is having a baby, like they're going into labor, like right now, or they are like recently gone into labor, or is approaching their due date. There's a couple here that's pregnant, and or somebody is like pregnant and about to have a baby soon. But what I'm getting here, honestly, just to keep it 100, keep it a buck, it's like the relationship is not like stable, or there's some sort of like crack in the foundation here, to where there might be a lack of unity, and the due date is approaching fast, is what I'm getting, and there's like this lack of unity. Like the mom is stressed out or dealing with like unnecessary stress that she doesn't need. Somebody's holding on too tightly to an idea of what they wanted their family to look like, or what they thought family was going to represent. Somebody like got their plans ruined unexpectedly. There's like disappointment here, there's heartbreak here. But I'm getting it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It is okay. Yes, there's like these frustrations. Yes, there's these hiccups, obstacles, challenges, unexpected detours, turn of events. But what I'm getting here is that it's okay. It is okay. At the end of the day, if you look at the big picture, it's okay, and everything is going to be okay. Somebody has to give up something. Somebody is like making a sacrifice, like giving up some sort of substance abuse, some sort of toxic habit, trait, something that's been blocking them, holding them back. And they're doing it, it's like they're doing it for their family, or they're doing it for the people in their life that they love. Like they're willing to do anything. Somebody is willing to do anything to get their family back, to get their girlfriend back, their wife back. I'm getting a masculine energy here, is willing to do anything. To fix what's broken, or to make things right. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It really is, and it's not just somebody trying to convince themselves or convince you, hey, don't worry, don't stress out. It's going to be okay. There's an energy of like a feminine energy who's pregnant, maybe someone who's physically pregnant or someone who's trying to build or create something under a lot of pressure, under a lot of stress. Take it how it resonates. It's like there's this energy of it's okay, it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't stress it. With the justice card in upright position, it's really okay. It's not this person just telling you this or you telling yourself this in the moment just to make yourself feel okay. It real life is okay. Behind the scenes, in the bigger picture, if you look at everything, if you look at the whole situation as a whole, there's going to be receipts there for you confirming that it is in fact going to be okay, and there's so much to be grateful for, even though you weren't expecting to have to deal with certain things, or there's certain challenges and blockages that have come up unexpectedly. Things are literally like perfectly fine. Like this is all supposed to happen this way, and it is actually going to be okay. It's actually going to be more than okay. It's actually better than okay. It's actually going to get even better than you expected. Get out of your head, get out of your thoughts about it. There's this pause, there's this like silence, there's this waiting period here. Like maybe somebody's in the waiting room right now. There's this pregnancy energy, a due date fast approaching, and it's like I'm getting an image of somebody sitting in the waiting room of a hospital. Um, Somebody is in labor, going into labor, and someone is like waiting, can't see that person right now, has to wait, having some anxiety, feeling stressed out, but the fact of the matter is that everything's fine. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is okay. Yeah, right now it's like stressing you out or making you um, anxious, not knowing what's going on or not being able to see what's going on, but it is actually okay. Yeah, you don't know what's going on. Like somebody has no idea what's going on. Somebody feels completely left in the dark, left out. Um, like they don't have the full information. They're not in the room or something. I don't know exactly, but there's someone who feels like left in the dark completely and they need reassurance because they're feeling this anxiety. But spirit has it here that it's fine. It's better than fine. Somebody is like really locked in into the present moment. Like spirit will not let them in on what's to come. Somebody is like completely blindsided by what's gonna happen next. Like they have no idea what's gonna happen next, so they're just kind of anxious and they feel like, okay, well, what I'm afraid of happening, I don't want to happen. What I hope to happen, I would like to happen, but I don't want to get my hopes up. So they don't know how to feel. Like they're they have these fears and they have these hopes, and they don't want to get caught up in either one of the two. They don't want to be disappointed and they don't want to be hurt, and they're just in this waiting period, this very uncomfortable place, but spirit is trying to reassure them that it's actually going to be more than good, better than good. Might not be exactly what you thought it would be at all, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be exactly what you need. I don't know how this makes any sense. Yeah. Somebody's worried. Sometimes the cards, somebody's really worried. Like, I don't know if it's going to be okay. I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know if things are going to go back to normal. I don't know if the baby is going to be healthy, or they don't know if the mom is going to be healthy and okay. Something to that effect. Somebody might be going through surgery, or somebody might be having a C-section or something. And there's just this anxiety. Somebody's feeling this anxiety. But what I'm getting here is that it's fine. Everything is fine. But it's like, it's hard for, I'm sure, like, whoever is feeling that anxious energy, it's hard for them to believe that without seeing for, thank you, Spirit. It's hard for them to believe that without seeing for themselves what's going on. So you can say it's fine all you want, but it's like until they see what's going on, they are in this really uncomfortable place. But it's like, literally, I see this person in this waiting room. This could be you, this could be someone you know. They're in this waiting zone, waiting room, some hospital, and they're like pacing back and forth, can't even sit down, very anxious, very nervous. But like around this person is just this golden hue. It's just, and it's very warm. Might be, let me turn this heater off, make sure that I'm getting this right. It's very warm is what I'm getting. And it's like comforting in a sense. Like they're stressing out, but there's just love everywhere. Like across this, I don't know how to put this. It's just like they're stressing out, but it's like they're floating at the same time, if that makes sense. Like they're being covered. They're being, it's like spirit has them like this. This person is like being coddled right now by spirit. Spirit is like holding them, covering them. They don't know what to think. They don't know what to expect, but it's like they're floating. This person is floating. And they have love is surrounding this person. Because of their heart. It's because of their heart. I'm trying to understand, like, why is this person stressing out so much if they're covered by spirit, if there's love surrounding them, why are they still anxious, right? It's because of, it's literally their heart. It's literally like their intentions. Like the reason why they're anxious, like it's not because they did something wrong or that they feel bad about something or they're afraid. It's like they have such a good heart. Like the power of their heart is incredible. Their heart is so pure. There's something about their heart that is giving off this very high vibrational frequency. And it's like the reason why they're anxious is because they have a good heart, and they might be in a space or in a place where they can't trust the intentions of someone else or other people. They're worried about somebody else. They love someone and they're worried about them, and they're worried about what type of people they're around. Like their heart is really, really pure, really strong. Um, it's giving them like a halo vibe. There goes my daughter. Yeah. So their heart is like really powerful, giving them this halo vibe. Um, and they're like worried about somebody else. this divine feminine energy is coming up really strong suddenly. Like I said earlier, there was a masculine energy that was like willing to do anything. And I think that this is the same energy that's got this really pure heart, this really, really strong heart, powerful heart. That same masculine energy is the same energy that I believe is waiting or anxious, needs reassurance during this time right now. And they're getting it is what I'm getting. They're going to get this reassurance because spirit is like has them covered, like they're floating, like I don't know how to explain it. There's a feminine energy here, the Queen of Chalices. In reverse, it's like she's unconscious. And then they got the High Priestess upright, Ace of Pentacles upright, Ten of Pentacles upright. It's really more than good. This masculine energy is anxious and stressing a little because he's like, doesn't, he has like, is it trust issues? Is it just, he's just worried? He's worried about someone, he doesn't want to lose someone, or he's worried about somebody, he doesn't want to lose somebody. Spirit, come on. Somebody, he's just like, doesn't know. He's frustrated. He's frustrated, irritated, because he's worried. He doesn't know what's going on. He feels left out in the dark. He has a good heart, and he knows that. It's like he knows that he has a good heart. He knows that he's not trying. He knows that this is kind of ridiculous. Like, why hasn't he gotten any news? Why hasn't he heard from this person? Um, why does he feel so left out in the dark? He's frustrated. He's disappointed. He's angry, irritated, frustrated, impatient, getting impatient because he's trying to do the right thing, or he feels like he's done everything right. He doesn't understand, like, why is this happening? Um, he's just getting frustrated, but at the same time, like, it's like spirit is giving him so much grace because of his heart being in the right place. So even though he's frustrated, he's covered. It's like spirit isn't condemning him for being impatient, for being frustrated. Spirit completely understands why he feels the way that he feels. Spirit, like, totally gets it. Like, spirit knows exactly what's going on with behind the scenes, what he doesn't know, what he's not seeing, and that's why he's being like coddled and covered by spirit right now during this time. That's for some reason somehow he's able to stay calm. I think anyone else would act out if they were in that situation or in that position, but this particular masculine is like a divine masculine energy. He came out as the King of Pentacles upright position, and it's like he somehow is able to stay calm. I'm getting him like just breathing and taking a seat. Like he went from pacing back and forth, about to like lose it, and then he just kind of like checked himself and he sat down and just started to breathe, and he's just staying calm, like despite what's going on or what he doesn't know that's going on. He's just finding the strength to relax. Like he's just really leaning on his faith over fear. Like he's going with faith over fear in this moment. It's like, I gotta just keep going, or I just gotta like stay faithful. I gotta just believe in like the best outcome. Very powerful masculine energy. Very, his heart is just really, really powerful. there's something that's coming to an end, something very toxic that's coming to an end. It's like he's saying, "Ugh, why am I channeling all of this about him?" There's also this feminine energy here, but it's like she's unconscious, like she's not able to give anything, like she's given everything. This woman might actually be in labor right now, giving birth, creating something, exhausted by exertion. Um, what I'm it's she might quite literally be in labor giving birth. He's ending something toxic. He says, "This is the last time I hurt her like this, or this is the last time I um, do anything." Or like he's like this masculine energy is willing to do anything, so he's giving up something, and it might be this third party that's kind of being dissolved. Like his heart is in the right place. He wants to do what's right, even if it's like his first time making a change like this. It's putting him in a really high vibrational space where he's like guided and covered by spirit. Like spirit is encouraging him to make these changes. Spirit is thank you. Spirit is encouraging him to do this. Like he's getting inspired, motivated, pushed, guided by spirit. A really powerful, overwhelming force is taking over him. He wants to change. He wants to do things differently. He wants better for himself, for the people that he loves. Something is like making getting this masculine to change. Like, and the thing is, people rarely change ever. So this is very significant, monumental for this masculine, and it's like in this moment right now, it's like he's making the decision. It took for things to get to this point where he's like isolated, anxious, frustrated, at his wits end with a certain situation, with certain toxicity, with certain patterns that he's had. It's like he does not want to put up with it anymore. He does not want for certain patterns to keep going. He's done. He's done with something. He's releasing something. And it's almost like it gets him to calm down. Like when he finally makes that decision, it's like he knows everything is going to be okay because he's making these changes and he knows it's for the best. It's for the best. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard you're strong. Um, this masculine energy is speaking to this divine feminine energy. She doesn't have anything to give. She has nothing left to give. I think she's like, this is one of those situations where there's a feminine energy who has forgiven and given second chances, third chances, um, exerted herself. She might have even, had a child with someone who wasn't supporting her, just exerted herself past her limits or beyond her limits or to her capacity. I'll say that much. She's exerted herself to her capacity. And then it's like she has nothing else to give. She has nothing else to give. And there's this masculine energy that just spoke and said, "You're strong." Because he sees what this feminine energy is capable of. He sees what this feminine energy has done. I thank you, Spirit. This feminine energy has like shown and proven herself time and time again to the point where it's undeniable. Her strength, her power, her grace, right? It's undeniable. Nobody can say anything. Can't nobody tell this feminine energy anything. She's done. She's done. But it's like this masculine energy is just now realizing how powerful she is. And it took this is tragic is what I'm getting. This feminine energy might be in the hospital right now, in labor. Something going is going on with this feminine energy for her to like be unconscious or not in um an upright position or a strong position. Like she's overexerted herself or exerted herself to her capacity, and it took for this feminine energy to get to this point, for this masculine energy to give her her flowers, give her credit, acknowledge her strength, respect her, honor her. Just very, very sad. Just very sad. But it's like it happened this way. Things are happening this way. This masculine energy just said, I'm hearing some more things. He said you're strong, and this is divine masculine talking to divine feminine, because if this wasn't divine masculine talking, he would not be acknowledging your strength, and he would not be making these changes, these legitimate changes is what I'm getting here. Um, he would not be trusting in spirit the same way, because he's like giving everything to God. He's giving this situation to God. Like he's really putting faith over fear. And this is like a divine masculine type of energy. He wants to tell this divine feminine, even in this state, you're strong. Even in this state, you're strong. Period. You're hurt. I know you're hurt. Yeah. He knows that this feminine energy is hurt, but he doesn't see her any less he doesn't see her any less capable, any less strong because of the state that she's in right now. He knows that she's hurt. That's what I'm getting. There's a conversation that needs to happen. Like there has to be a heart to heart here. There has to be changes in behavior. So how these two interact, how this dynamic functions moving forward into this new beginning, into this new start, things have to be different. And there has to be a heart to heart. There has to be a really serious conversation about behavioral changes between these two. The judgment card in upright position. There's a lot of things that have gone unsaid for too long. Somebody has to tell the truth. Spirit is like saving this family, or saving this relationship, or saving um this union. Like there's a union that like is being divinely guided. After warfare, after dealing with attacks. Wow, powerful, very, very powerful new beginning here though. It's a strong start. This is such a strong start for um this divine feminine energy, really. I hear this masculine saying like these words of affirmation to this feminine, but she's not even consciously aware or able to hear him. But it's like on the other side of this moment of tragedy, there might be some sort of tragedy happening right now. There's this really, really good, strong start. When let me tell you something. When this divine feminine energy wakes up, she might literally be unconscious in the hospital right now. When what I'm getting is that this divine feminine recovers as the high priestess in upright position. Like her recovery sends her into the high priestess position. the position of the high priestess. She goes from the Queen of Chalices in reverse to the high priestess in that right position. When the truth comes out, Spirit is bringing hidden truths to the surface. Spirit is revealing what was done in the dark is coming to the light, is what I'm getting here. There's a ending. Something is ending. Some sort of toxicity is ending. And there's a strong, really strong, sturdy foundation being laid out for a new beginning. This divine feminine energy is being uplifted into a more evolved sense, a better version of herself, a more evolved version of herself. And she's like supported very, oh my goodness, just support that, like, she has her back covered. Like, she doesn't have to like look over her shoulder. This divine feminine energy does not have to look over her shoulder ever again, is what I'm getting. She's supported more than she's ever been supported. And it might be this divine masculine coming in and giving her this support, this confidence, that not giving it to her, but ensuring that she does feel supported and protected in a way that she never felt before. This is like the last straw. Somebody's like, this is the last straw. This will never happen again.